1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Well, here we are. Mike and John got it going on with Mike Marino, John King, and of course Susan the Cougar.
Here we are.
It's Friday the 13th.
What?
It is, and we're live at Remax Platinum in Brighton, courtesy of our good friend Jordan Genso, also known as the Greeter.
And
we hope.
So,
yeah.
we just before we started, we were like, "Hey, have you seen Jordan today?" I haven't.
It is Friday
We
the
have not
13th.
either.
I know.
Yeah.
I did text him. Are you here today?
No reply. He's blocked you.
All right.
I wouldn't be the
If
first.
you're a guest on today's show and you've arrived,
Feel free to come up and
yeah, maybe Jordan is there. I'm not quite sure. So.
Hey, maybe he's just playing a little Friday the 13th fun with us today.
Could be.
We'll find out.
Are you superstitious?
Not really.
Not really.
No. Sure.
Are you?
Not really. No, I mean, I never got into
Oh,
that.
it just occurred to me, since this is the first time we've been together since I came back from my trip to England.
Yeah.
I've got gifts.
Oh, you got gifts.
I got gifts.
We thought the only thing you brought back was COVID. So.
Yeah, I don't want that gift.
I didn't think you wanted
That's
that
right.
gift either.
You and I have been together.
Yeah.
Susan and I have been
Right,
together.
right.
But not all three of us at the
right.
same
This
time.
This is
I love it when he goes on trips and brings back souvenirs.
Me too.
What'd you get me? Hold on.
I feel bad because I don't go anywhere to buy souvenirs.
All right, so I've got these two, British flag Union Jack,
Yeah, the Jack.
little zippered purses.
Nice.
Okay, so this one's for Cougar.
Thank you.
Why don't you open it up and there's something inside?
Ooh, is there money?
Yeah. Well, no.
Maybe.
I mean, I could have brought you some British
Maybe
coin.
some
I would
Europe.
really like money. Can I trade it for
Well,
money?
Would you like to swap for mine before you open yours?
I guess you could. I don't know how much you're going to get.
He's too cheap. He spent all his money over there.
So,
Oh, yay.
Get you an assortment of,
guitar picks.
British guitar picks.
London. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Thank
That's
you
pretty
so
cool. All right.
much.
now yours, I have something special for you. And
Something special.
when I saw it,
You thought of me?
I just said,
Is it a guitar?
that's
pick,
the
too?
one I'm getting.
Are there little weights in there?
Yeah. You gotta hold
Gonna
it
lift
up.
weights?
This feels like something I might have had in my wallet when I was 16. Well, hold on here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's want to see Big Ben.
It's
Well, then that's not for me. well, thank you.
Yeah.
An
You're-
imported condom.
well, yeah.
That's what I've
So
always
that's
thought.
it. Yeah. So,
Well, that was very
Nice.
thoughtful.
Big Ben
That was very thoughtful.
prophylactic.
Do they make them stronger over there?
I don't know.
At this
Although,
point in my
actually,
life-
wait a minute. You know what? I did see. Hold on. Let
Just
me.
keeping it secure.
I know. I think it says on the
Hanging
back.
it from my mirror.
I think it says something like machine tested. Oh, it says electronically tested.
Oh.
I don't know.
We'd like to tour that
This
factory.
this AI is just getting out of control.
Interesting.
That sounds like some kind of channel I haven't seen yet.
So I.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
That was
thank
very
you.
thoughtful.
That's great.
So when are you going to use yours, Susan?
I'm going to use mine today.
And you?
Probably never.
It's funny you made the joke about something that used to be in your wallet.
Yeah.
Because I think we're of that generation where
Oh, yeah, just in case you had to be prepared.
you had to be prepared.
It was
It's
like
like,
a Boy Scout.
really?
Yeah, really.
When you think of the age in which you had to be prepared, it's like, yeah, the chances of you needing this,
Probably slim to none. And where did you go? You were too embarrassed to go to the drugstore. So, well, you used
Right.
a vending machine and a
That's
and a
funny.
gas
You know, we're
station.
about the same age. I don't remember guys my age having that in their wallet.
in the wallet, yeah. Well, it was almost like a I don't know. The show's
Wishful
we're
thinking.
already off the rails. But
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. So, but it used to be like you'd want to show it off because there'd be the little ring on your
An
in your
impression.
wallet. I'd be like, because you would.
it's
But
been
of
in
course,
there so long.
and you're like, yeah. Even if you did need it, it probably has been in there, and God knows,
brings to mind Kanicki and Rizzo and Grease. All right, so what do we have coming up today on this great program?
Great, a show.
The Friday the 13th edition of Mike and John Got It Going On. We're going to talk about the Music Man and the ARC Fashion Show, the Holiday Fashion Show.
Fall fashion show coming up.
I heard they lost their MC and had to get somebody else to do the job.
No, you're half right.
Oh.
Still the same MC as last year, which is me.
Yay.
So, you're
going to show up for that one?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I get to put on a tux.
Ooh.
Actually, I think this will be my third year.
It's odd that you bring that up. There is a tux tied to today's show.
Really?
As a matter of fact.
Okay.
So you and a tux.
Yeah.
I hope they hem the pants so you have floods. Just so it.
Thank you so much.
Didn't you wish that last year?
Because no. I get the tux from Brighton Tux. Our good friend Rick at Brighton Tux. He always takes care very well.
He just has that one hanging in the back for you.
He's just like,
John's got that.
I know. He's like, I got a
fashion show again. I gotta bring it out.
Special sizing.
Dust it off.
Yeah. Powder blue. No.
Well, I always appreciated though Tux pants because they've got the
stripe down the side.
Well, yeah, that's
kind of
super
hip,
cool.
isn't it?
But
Makes you look
they got the
taller.
little adjusta things in there. You can just slide them out.
The little sliders.
After dinner, they
Exactly. That's what I'm like. Oh, that's
They
nice.
have those for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
All right, so that stuff's coming up today.
It is.
Right?
It is.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, we'll find out who our winner was in Thursday Night Trivia, our TNT from last night. We have a gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto we'll be giving away in that. But first, a look at things that have been happening this week here in Livingston County, our local news.
All right, yeah, lots of stories going on. The big one, Livingston County Board of Commissioners, we talked about this last week, where they had proposed this health advisory board, and now they've gone ahead and approved it. A 6-3 vote on Tuesday, if you saw the story from our own Leah Craig. And basically the board is to provide, quote, a wider array of perspectives with respect to health policy, especially regarding pandemic and epidemic policy, end quote. The resolution was proposed by Wes Nakagiri. He explained that he was seeking a group of health experts to, quote, balance public health needs with individual constitutional liberties. The new committee will consist of 5 to 7 experts, although the board did not specify what constitutes as expertise in the realm of health. Nakagiri asserted he already had several highly qualified candidates for the position lined up, but would not name who they were. There were several commissioners who objected to the resolution, Dave Domas, Jay Gross, and Martin Smith, basically saying it's not necessary. Commissioner Smith calling the proposal a document based on fear and distrust. Meanwhile, Matt Bolang, who's the director of the Livingston County Health Department, explained the proposal is like the Board of Commissioners investigating the health department and that they won't trust the work they do. He worried what the outcome of the board would be. He said, should the Board of Commissioners desire one set of actions and the health department has recommended another, he says, what does that discussion look like? The implied concerns over extremism are not unfounded. It took the county commission 6 months, you may remember, and several interviews to determine that Bolang was the right candidate to head up the health department. That process was greatly complicated by misinformation in regard to the department's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. A Brighton Township man who was previously shot by police back in New York in 2020 has been charged after threatening his neighbor with a hammer earlier this week in Livingston County. Now, this is a story that Gigo News was the first on in terms of identifying who this individual was and his past police record. 32-year-old Colin Urich was arraigned on Tuesday on a single count of assault with a dangerous weapon after his arrest Monday for threatening his 57-year-old neighbor with a hammer. Urich has an extensive criminal history, including in 2019, he was charged with carrying a dangerous weapon with unlawful intent and assaulting, resisting, obstructing a police officer. He later pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 282 days of community service. But while he was out on bond on that 2019 case, Urich had a run-in with the law in New York State in May of 2020. He ended up getting shot twice by police after they say he pulled out a pellet gun during a traffic stop. Urich, who was hospitalized for 6 weeks after that incident, has denied he ever pulled out the air gun. He later sued the officer, but then ended up pleading guilty to attempted menacing of a police officer and was sentenced to 18 months in jail that he'd already served at that point. However, the lawsuit remains pending. Now, following his arraignment Monday on the charges here in Livingston County, Eric was lodged in the jail on a $25,000 bond. He'll be back in front of a judge October 17th. And finally, Recycle Livingston and Kellogg Family Foundation are hosting a ribbon-cutting ceremony later this month on their new headquarters building. Monday, October 30th at 4 p.m. The volunteer-run nonprofit financed the new facility with a grant from the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy for more than $282,000. They got some matching funds from the Kellogg Family Foundation. According to the agreement, the new administrative building will be called the Kellogg Environmental Center. The overall operation, though, will remain as called Recycle Livingston. Work on the new facility commenced after they broke ground in April. There'll be some light refreshments reserved at the ceremony and a tour provided of the new office and the Baylor building from 4 to 6 p.m. And again, that's Monday, October 30th. So just some of the things that are going on.
All right. We've got a couple of things coming up. We'll get to that trivia answer in just a few minutes. I want to remind you about one of our good friends, Austin Lee, who has been taking care of us through Orb Solutions when it came to redesigning our website, making sure it was accessible and easy to navigate for not only us, but for you. Austin's been very helpful with that.
Yes, absolutely. Honest and integrity-driven market and technology agency based in Royal Oak. He founded it in 2018 to help contractors, specifically working with contractors like his dad. But he's expanded it, helping small businesses like Gigo, sort of expand with web design, advertising, print media design, and marketing. You can find him on the web, orb.solutions, and I think we can say without a doubt that Austin is really knows his stuff, very responsive.
It's kind of like when you go to your kid to reset your DVD recordings or your TV recordings and the clock on your TV.
If you're worrying about the clock on your VCR, 1984 called and it wants its problem back. Wow.
Here, Susan, could you pull that knife out of my back? Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, Austin's been great for us. He'll be great for you, too. Or if you know somebody that's a startup business or just needs some revamping, Orb Solutions with Austin Lee.
Yeah.
Last night in Thursday night trivia, it was a bonus prize night. We told you last week we were going to give away something during this week's trivia, of course, brought to you by our friends, our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products. Up for grabs, the first one with the correct answer with their first guess. Does that make sense? Yeah. You can't take 6 guesses and number 4 is right. So your first guess is the one that counts when there's a prize up for grabs. The question, according to a recent survey of women. 64% of women.
I'm such an ass.
I'm glad you said that.
Nobody's arguing. Arguments?
I like to bring us all together in consensus.
64% of women, 2/3 of women, say they're turned off by a guy with this. What is it? Susan?
First thing that I was thinking is like a huge ego, like a male ego, where they just think they're all that in a bag of chips.
Alpha males?
Yeah.
That kind of thing? Okay. Toupee was a great answer, or some type of hairpiece. A comb over.
At this day and age, who are you kidding? You're kidding no one. I mean, to me, it's like you either just accept the genetics of the situation, or you get hair plugs like Elton John. Sure. It's
go
one
over to New Zealand, or wherever it is.
It's one or the other.
Get it done fairly cheap and done well. Some people said receding hairline. A lot of answers had to do with a man's head. Bad breath or teeth.
Yeah, that would be yucky.
A know-it-all. Pierced ear. I don't know. That used to be a thing.
It did.
I'm sure some guys. I think our buddy JD has a couple of piercings. So, but 64% being turned off by then. Maybe not. Face tattoo. Never thought of getting a face tattoo. Never thought of getting a regular tattoo. But a face tattoo, I
have many tattoos, but not a face one. I feel like at least I can hide if needed.
You can't, unless you're shielding your face. So the correct answer, a couple of people got it, but the first to get it correct was Karen, and it was hairy back. A hairy back. Now, there could be a whole debate about a hairy back. Some people may find that sexy.
No, they don't.
Bear lovers, for example. Some people say that's the sign of a man.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah, it's a sign of a man.
Abandoned his head and went to his back.
Yeah. Why don't we show you?
Oh, look out.
I
Ladies, 32% of you that think a guy with back hair is sexy, we're going to show you sexy. Go for it, John. Come on.
right.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh God.
This is your warning to
you
cover your
sure?
eyes.
Are you sure?
We're not going to look. But
Here we go.
oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Here
not
we go.
the butt crack,
yeah.
too.
Oh, it's everything. It's everything.
We're sorry.
Hello, ma'am. Can I fix this pipe for you?
Wow.
Well, you know, it wouldn't
Here,
be
you
a
might need
season
this
of
back after
Mike
that.
and John without the crack.
I don't think I'll ever need that again.
So, congratulations to Karen. She got
Yikes.
right.
Congratulations,
Very back.
Karen.
And we can't unsee that. But
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
Mark
hopefully
in the
you weren't
note.
watching, Karen.
I'll be editing
Mark in the notes the
you know.
time to scan ahead or reverse.
as
Yeah.
best I can.
All right.
All right. So
Thanks to Firehouse Doors for sponsoring our question, and thank you again to our friends at Murphy's Family Auto for giving us the $50 gift certificate, which Karen won $50 to spend at Murphy's Family Auto. Get the car ready for the winter months to come. Now, as John stated, he will be sporting a tuxedo. All right, we're told our guests are now here.
yes.
All right, so we're not sure if they came in the back way, the front way.
There's a back way?
But John will be sporting a tuxedo for the Ark of Livingston.
You will not see
But
what it is that you think you saw.
wait a minute, Rick just texted and said, with a back like that, I can't supply a tuxedo. All right, no, I'm just kidding. For the Ark of Livingston's holiday fashion, celebrity fashion show, been a big success for years and years and years. And joining us this morning, we've got Karen and Steve. Laura and Steve, I'm sorry.
Laura Sauer.
Karen was our winner. I'm sorry. Laura and Steve are joining us from the Ark of Livingston.
all right, so thanks so much for coming on in, and Laura, so you're the interim executive director,
Correct.
With the Ark Livingston, and how are things going so far?
They're going really well. We're busy.
Why don't you scoot on up to the
Getting
microphone?
ready
Yeah, there you
for
go.
the
Back scared her.
30th annual
Scared me.
Holiday
sorry.
Gala
Yeah,
Fashion Show.
no, come on in.
No,
You missed it.
You're fortunate that you missed. There was an incident earlier.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe you could raise some funds by offering to get your back shaved at the celebrity holiday show.
I may
didn't
be,
know what you were
I
walking
may,
into, did you,
they
Laura?
may be looking for a new MC. Never mind that.
We'll let that out.
That's our
No, we
normal
won't.
tomfoolery here on the podcast. But no, we are talking about something that I think everyone looks forward to. And in fact, this is the 30th anniversary of the Ark Livingston Fall Fashion Show.
It is, yes. 30th anniversary. All proceeds from this benefit individuals in our community with disabilities. Through advocacy, we have representative payee services, we offer information and referral, and the fashion show itself, we are celebrating the accomplishments of individuals with disabilities in our community, our members, and so we've done that for 30 years.
And so, this event is really the key fundraiser for Ark Livingston.
It is.
And you guys really kind of pull out all the stops for that evening.
Yes,
You want
we
to tell
do.
us about some of the celebrities that are going to be there?
Well,
Yeah,
our
well-
MC.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about
I said celebrities.
stops.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we have a lot of really great people. We have Larry Prout Jr. I know you guys
Very
know
friend of the
him.
show, yeah.
He's
Absolutely.
coming back as a model this year. We have from LESA, we have the superintendent and the superintendent of special education joining us. So we have a lot of really great individuals. I think we have almost 20 models
Right.
this year.
Yep. And for folks who've never been, and we got some pictures up on the screen right now of some past fashion shows. It's a great night to learn more about ARC and what you guys do. And we're going to talk about that in a second. It's just a wonderful evening with great entertainment and food, and then auctions. And Cooper and Pinckney Jewelers, they have the jewelry raffle going on, so lots to do. Again, kind of pulling out all the stops, a really fun night. Steve is president of the board. how much planning goes into this event?
We start planning. We usually have an after meeting get together where we review what went right and what went wrong, January, February, and then we start really planning it, pick the date and that type of thing. Probably late fall, early summer, and then we just hit the streets and contact our donors, and there's so many of them. Every year you count on them, and they always come through because it's for Livingston County.
And in the past, you've had a lot of great auction items. Let's talk about a few of those that you have up for grabs this year.
What do you have there, Laura?
Well, we have a Turks and Caicos trip. We have Red Wings tickets, box seats with parking. We have a couple of trips, actually. We have one in Frankfurt, so someone can go to a cabin in Frankfurt.
In Frankfurt, Michigan.
Correct.
Not Frankfurt, Germany.
Right,
Okay.
yes.
I'd rather frankly go to Frankfurt, Michigan.
For safari.
Safari, yep. We have an African safari, so lots of really cool stuff that people can win, at the auction. We also have with our silent auction gift baskets, gift cards from area, restaurants, businesses. So it's really
You
neat.
missed the biggest one for the live auction. Michigan,
Oh,
Ohio
yeah.
State tickets.
Oh,
U of M,
Oh,
Ohio State.
that is going to
football
be at a
tickets.
premium this
Huge.
year.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think there'll be a lot of folks who are going to be bidding on that. And again, this is for the 30th anniversary of the ARC Livingston Holiday Gala and Fashion Show coming up Thursday, November 16th at Crystal Gardens. And so I guess let's talk about what ARC does for those who aren't really familiar with it. Maybe the services that you provide. Like, this is the biggest fundraiser, but the money that you are raising helps to provide the programs and services throughout the rest of the year.
Correct, yes. So we provide advocacy to individuals and their families, individuals with disabilities and their families. So like in the school setting, we can help navigate the special education process. We also do some future planning. And we offer programs, educational programs. So, for example, we just had a financial planning training, and we have an assistive technology training coming up. We have a parent support group. We offer representative payee services. And so there's a lot that we do all free of charge. So that's why this fundraiser is so important, because it helps us fund those programs for the community.
And keeping it free, obviously, is an important piece of what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Because that you don't want to have any barriers for people to
No.
be able to take advantage of these programs and services.
Right, absolutely.
So how do folks find out more about attending?
Yeah, so for the fashion show, if you'd like to support us, you can visit our website, arclivingston.org. Also Facebook. We're posting lots of information on Facebook. We're thanking our sponsors, and I would love to give them a shout out real quickly
Yeah,
if
please
I
do.
can. So our diamond sponsor this year is the Ted and Jane Von Voigtlander Foundation. We have platinum sponsors, Comcast, Cooper and Binkley, Steve and Kate Lowry. And then our gold sponsors are All Weather Seal, Chestnut Development, FMG Concrete Cutting, and Positive Step Foundation. And then we have a lot of other donors and sponsors who are making this possible.
Very good.
And
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the community, Steve, the community really does come together to
Absolutely.
help out ARC, and
Absolutely.
because it's a community organization, and so this is what really makes Livingston County so
John
great.
wants to know where the event's at.
I believe I said Crystal Gardens.
Oh, you said Crystal Gardens? Well, I just wanted to refresh your memory. I figured it was at Crystal Gardens.
I don't believe my
Just
memory's the
wondered
one that needs refreshed. But because it's such a great community organization, that's why you see all these businesses and others that step up.
Absolutely. And it's, as you know, tough times in Brighton lately downtown.
Right.
And but they're still coming through for us.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
right, exactly. I know. So, like we mentioned, the jewelry raffle, Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, as they have for many, many years,
Yeah.
putting up some great prizes for that, and they were one of the businesses affected, the downtown
yes.
businesses, but still stepping up for ARC, such a great organization in what you do. Otherwise, what are some things to think about on the horizon beyond the fall fashion show, but just in terms of the issues and the things that you guys work with at ARC.
Yeah, so we actually in the, I guess, winter, early spring are going to have another training in conjunction with Michigan Alliance for Families on IEPs. So we invite parents in the community to come out, learn a little bit more. We'll have info about that, on our Facebook page and our website. Our golf outing occurs in June. It's another important fundraiser. And then we're always planning programs, trainings, things that are going to positively impact the community and individuals with disabilities. So,
And I have to. You always need volunteers. I'm
absolutely,
assuming.
yes. Some great ways to help out. You can volunteer. You can buy those raffle tickets that you're talking about, $10 each. You can buy them at our office. You can buy them at Cooper and Binkley. Purchase tickets. And again, all of this information is on arclivingston.org. We'll take auction items, anything that you'd like to donate, gift baskets, gift cards, experiences like the U of M versus Ohio State game are great.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Tigers have donated a signed Spencer Torkelson baseball.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Last year they gave us the Candelario guy, third baseman that was traded. We didn't get too much for that.
But Torkelson had a heck of a year hitting over
So
30
far, he's
home
still
runs.
on the team.
So we throw into Colorado with it.
Right. So some great, sports memorabilia items, and
Dylan
then
Larkin, Lucas Raymond, Mort Sider, Blake Blake Corman.
From U of M, yeah.
I'm not sure his last name. I'm just Sparty. But we've got a signed picture of him and mini helmets. So we got some cool.
Lots of cool sports
I'm in charge
stuff.
of the sports stuff.
Yeah. And then there's some tickets to some football game again. When was that?
Yeah. It's not Michigan State.
No. You'd have to be paying people to take those tickets. I'm a Spartan fan too, so I feel your pain. And it's I know obviously Wolverines just what an astounding season they're having already. I saw that their coach Jim Harbaugh was in Pinckney. I believe last night
didn't
in
know
Pinckney,
that.
or the night before. I think I guess one of his kids plays field hockey for Gabriel Richard, and Gabriel Richard was playing in Pinckney.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he was. Somebody snapped a pic of him in the bleachers, and I was like, that's pretty cool because
It is.
here's a name, Jim Harbaugh, a nationally known coach earning gazillion dollars, and there he is on the cold bleachers like everybody else, rooting on his kid for field hockey. I thought that was pretty cool. So.
Yep.
All right, so again, the 30th anniversary Arc Livingston Holiday Gala and Fashion Show, Thursday, November 16th. Where?
Crystal Gardens.
There you go. And Laura, again, what's the website? People can get tickets, more details, everything else?
Arc Livingston, arclivingston.org.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Thanks for coming in this
Yeah,
morning.
thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us. You guys are
Thank
awesome.
Appreciate it.
And
We
girls.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
All right. We like to help out our friends at Orchard's Children's Services. Match a child with a new forever home, or at least, as we've seen in the past with some of these kids that are still looking for homes, they're in their teens. And that's just a few years, but those are the hardest ones to place.
Absolutely. And this week we're featuring Catlin, age 11, who's been described by her workers always smiling, playful, creative, curious, wholesome, and spirited. A lot like me.
You can adopt John, too. His family won't
A lot of
mind.
silence there. Her talent is, though, she's flexible, like a contortionist. Her favorite sport is gymnastics. She's also good at creating, has an artistic nature. Her favorite holiday is Halloween, so, that's just around the corner. Her favorite movie is Bridge to Terabithia, because she enjoys watching the main characters get to know each other and become friends. When asked who her favorite superhero is, Caitlin's
John
favorite...
King.
well, no.
Close.
Batman. Her favorite villain?
Joker?
Close. Harley Quinn. Yeah. So So again, Catlin, our featured child of the week for Orchard's Children's Services. And again, if you think you have room in your home or your heart for one of these foster kids, or just want to learn more about maybe how you can help, just get a hold of them at orchards.org, and they'll be happy to tell you more. So our featured child is Catlin today.
All right. We hope to find Catlin permanent home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forever home. All right, it's time for our entertainment segment brought to you by our friends at the Dio, and we are going to talk about acting.
We are?
And music.
Oh.
The Music Man.
Right. Well, now, when we think about the Dio, of course, we think about
food,
great
and a
theater,
show.
and
Yeah.
food. See, we're right to the food. As if you're looking for a unique night out, look no further than the Dio Dining and Entertainment, Livingston County's multi-award-winning dinner theater. Whether it's date night or the celebration of a special event, the Dio offers an unforgettable night of food and live Broadway-style entertainment that is sure to earn you a standing ovation. Visit diotheater.com for tickets and show information. And we're actually going to be talking about a show here that's not at the Dio, but it's kind of down the
Still in
street,
Pinckney, right?
I think, a little bit. Why don't you introduce our guest?
Well, it's Sean Heslip, and he's in The Music Man, which is being put on by the Pinckney Players. Welcome to the show, Sean.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So you play the lead character, Henry Hill?
Harold
Hill. Oh, Henry Hill. I'm sorry, that's from Goodfellas. That's a different play. It's
not showing
They're
in
not
Pinckney.
going to show at the Pinckney Players.
But I think see Jim Harbaugh there. Let him know he's at the wrong
I think
place.
that's the third time I have made that mistake where I keep saying Henry Hill and Harold. But you play the title, or not the title character, but, well, I guess he is the title character.
Well, he is the
Yeah,
Music
yeah,
Man. He gets
right.
described as the Music Man in the
Right.
first number of the show, so yeah, it works, yeah.
So for those, I mean, it's a classic production, of course, a very famous movie.
And there may be some people who don't even know what The Music Man's about, John. There may be some people.
There might be some
Yeah,
people.
Yeah, so maybe Sean could, let those people know what it's about.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much about Harold Hill, the fast-talking, super charismatic con man coming to this little Iowa town to essentially scam these people out of their money by preying on their morals. So it's a very wholesome message, you know?
Is he in politics?
Yeah. He could be.
I feel like he could be very successful if that was where he
Absolutely.
decided to go.
And Pinckney Players, you guys, of course, perform at the Jane Tash Theater. Always
cool
a
theater.
great venue. So tell us about the production. Obviously, the cast members and everybody else you're working with.
Well, we've been in rehearsal for this since early August. We're very excited to bring it to the stage, bring it to audiences this weekend and next weekend. It's been a great process, really, and just seeing, like, especially since this is our last week of rehearsals, just seeing how much better the show's getting with each rehearsal it's been a really great process, and I'm very excited to bring it to everyone.
Now, we got a picture up on the screen of you in the band uniform. And I just have to wonder, when you have that thing on, do you kind of
Sgt.
feel like
Pepper's.
you're on a Sgt. Pepper's album cover?
A little bit, yeah. No, I have to say, the whole getting the costume together has helped me get into this character just so much more. I mean,
Right.
that can be said for pretty much any role you do on a stage, though, I think.
And so is tonight opening night for you guys?
No, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, so Saturday night, Jane Tash
14th. You
Theater.
don't open a show on Friday
That's
the
true.
13th.
Good-
That probably would not be good
Absolutely
karma.
right, yeah.
Good point. Again, people can go online. Is it pinckneyplayers.org?
PinckneyPlayers.com.
.com. Okay, so pinckneyplayers.com, and they can find out ticket and show information this weekend and next weekend.
That is correct.
Right. I mean, a lot of great music in this show. This is a Music Man, after all. And songs that I think a lot of people would recognize, but wouldn't necessarily connect it to this particular, production.
Yeah. Well, there's 76 trombones,
That's what I
76
was- yeah.
trombones, yeah.
That's
that
what
one.
I was thinking of, that we all kind of learn early on,
Yeah.
but you don't necessarily know it's from this
Yeah.
show.
And there is one other pretty famous song, mostly because it was on Family Guy. But it's like this big production that Peter does after scoring a touchdown, and it's Shapoopy. That's actually in this show as well.
Right.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, do a little for us. Come on, Sean.
Shapoopy, 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 the girl that's hard to get. I'm sure that's not going to be hard to recognize.
All right. So you got a little sort of the classic connection, 76 Trombones, and you got the Family Guy connection. So
Yeah, of course.
Maybe a little bit different in the fan base,
Well,
but
you know,
and it opens
that's
up
okay.
the door for a lot of different people to check it out.
And then, of course, seriously though, all ages, great family show.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of fun to come enjoy this. I know Pinckney Players do such a great job, so
We appreciate that.
We're looking forward to this.
So
So
it opens this weekend. So it shows this weekend and next.
That's right.
All right. We appreciate you stopping by, Sean. Looks like you did a little shopping on your way here.
Yep, this is actually from our mutual contact, Laura. She wanted me to get this back to you.
oh.
Yeah. Put you on the spot, I guess.
Yeah, let's open it.
Whoa! I'll just hand this over to you, sir.
Yep. The good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We can't show that on camera.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell Laura thanks for returning that.
Absolutely, I can do that.
It'll go well with.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was perfect timing.
Well, Sean, we're glad you made it in, and we hope everybody comes to check out the show. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thanks
much
for
for having
coming
me.
in.
Yep, absolutely. And break a leg.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you're supposed to say it.
You're supposed to say that
Yeah,
for
you're
every
supposed
show.
to.
I don't know. What if somebody actually goes out and breaks a leg?
Well, that would not
Feel
be
really,
good.
really
Yeah,
bad.
Your
you would-
fault.
You know, that you would
Because you
want
said
to,
that. Of course, our entertainment break brought to you by our friends at The Dial. We've got this week in history, our 2-cent history lesson for this week, October 7th through the 13th, 1792 this week.
Oh, wow.
George Washington.
Chop down a chair. No.
No, he laid the cornerstone of the White House. Or it was the executive mansion probably back then, right?
Did he
That's
lay
the
the
question.
cornerstone, or
Were there photographers
did
there?
the
Did they have shovels?
servants lay the cornerstone?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
You were.
Good answer. Are you going into politics?
1865, the billiard ball was patented.
Oh,
How about that?
what were they knocking into the wall?
I don't know. Maybe it was rocks. A good round rock.
That sounds like
Well,
the
that's what they did on
Flintstones.
like Flintstones, didn't they?
Yeah, chip it and it has that bad roll.
Right.
1886 this week, the dinner jacket was born for the first time, or worn for the first time. I guess it was born and worn
No.
for the first time at the Tuxedo Park Country Club. That's where the dinner jacket, the tuxedo, got its name.
Right.
Now you know. And you'll be able to see
you'll be
Harry
s-
back in his
And his
tuxedo.
tuxedo.
I promise. It'll be completely.
Not going to be a cutout on the back. 1934, the cheeseburger was allegedly invented at Kalen's Tavern in Kentucky.
No,
Now,
this is one
I
of those
went-
disputed things.
I went
isn't
to
it?
Kalen's.
Oh, really?
And went to, I don't like cheese on my burger, but I had a burger there.
You went to the home of the cheeseburger and you didn't have cheese on your burger?
Yeah, it was kind
Can't
of cool.
mix things like that.
They had a little on the side. It was like one half was the tavern, and the other half was a little ice cream shop.
Oh.
Same building, but you had to go out and around. Kalen.
Okay.
How was
Where
the
that?
burger?
It was pretty good. Yeah, I've had better. Sorry.
Whoa.
Well, if you would put some cheese on it, it might taste better.
The first electric blanket went on sale this week in 1946.
I love those.
$39.50
Ooh.
was the price.
That would have been a.
in
Yeah,
1946.
that would have been pretty hefty.
Thurston and Lovey Howell had theirs. 'Cause,
And
man,
now,
$39.50 for a blanket at the time was probably insane.
my Chihuahua doesn't go anywhere without his heated blanket. This dog is so spoiled. It's ridiculous.
Rocky and his heated blanket.
If he's not, if somebody turns it off or he's not on it, he'll give you a look like, plug it in, let's go. Really?
So on this week in 1992, Cuyahoga County in Ohio. Did I get
Cuyahoga.
Cuyahoga?
Yeah.
But there's two Coo.
Yeah.
It's spelled like a Coo. But we'll call it Cuyahoga.
We're just gonna call it Cougar County.
Cougar
It's
County,
County.
Yeah, there you go.
Ohio, declined to prosecute a woman who registered her cat Morris to
Where's
vote
the
in
cat?
elections.
Wait,
Oh.
the Morris the cat?
Her cat was just named Morris, probably a relative.
Did he talk with a snide accent?
Was that how Morris Morris talked? Was he the one?
He was kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
How are you doing?
You want to cast a ballot for them? I don't think so. Ooh, Friskies.
You know a little too much.
Don't you remember Morris?
I do, but
He was like a little bit. He was kind of like a Paul Lynde almost.
yeah,
That
I
would be
guess
almost kind of that sort of
yeah,
character.
I had that kind
the
of
voice.
snicker to it.
Yeah.
I kind of remember Meow Mix, and that wasn't Morris, right?
Should we all sing it?
Meow meow
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay. That's our 2-cent history lesson for this week, along with a little cat nip.
Sure. We do what we can.
And thanks to our friends at Murphy's Family Auto. As we mentioned during trivia, they gave us a $50 gift certificate to give away. Karen, the winner of that, and Karen can visit, as you can, Murphy's Family Auto to get your car or van, truck, whatever you drive, ready for winter. As we've noticed, the temperature has dropped about 45 degrees since, last weekend. When we had about 80 degrees, and now it's 50. So... all right, the math's a little off, but you get what I'm saying.
I do.
You want to have the heat ready, the engine ready, the tires rotated. Make sure they're ready for winter.
Give them a call, 517-552-3040, or online, murphysfamilyauto.com. Tell them Mike and John sent you. Save 5%.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I said winter. You know why? Because it's not even Halloween yet, and I'm already seeing Christmas stuff in the stores.
Oh, my God.
I
I know,
know,
they did
isn't
skip
that
over it.
crazy?
It was like I haven't even
They
looked
always
at
skip
a
over
Halloween
Halloween.
can.
And the funny thing is, Halloween, I believe, is the biggest holiday for decorations. I think in terms of money
Oh, you
spent.
drive down Grand River here, you're going to see a ton of them.
If you in the city of Howell, specifically on Grand River, there's several houses there that have I'm like, how much money did you spend?
Yeah.
You're crazy. Where do you
Some
store
of them
all that?
are really super
Where do you
cool.
store all that crap?
They are great.
Yeah.
See, actually, you think alike on that. I think
Where are we
going
going to put this
Where do you put that thing?
stuff? An 11-foot skeletons.
So
Sure, you can't park your car in the garage because you got all your skeletons in your garage.
I mean,
It's priorities.
right. So
All right. It's time for the last word with the great Bonnie Runyon.
final word.
The final word?
Yeah.
Or is it the last word? Or is it just Bonnie's word?
It's just
It's the final word with Bonnie Runyon.
bye bye with Bonnie.
That doesn't sound like
I mean, no, I'm just.
All right. Let's see if Bonnie's with us today.
Meow meow meow.
Good morning, Mike and John.
And Susan.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, Susan. How blessed am I being? Yay.
Yay. I'm so glad to be talking with you.
You like my positive attitude, don't you?
That's right.
I do.
All right.
So Bonnie, what's
Yes.
what's the final word?
It says here the last word. You
Oh.
made up the sheet.
I'm sorry.
Now you're
What's the
changing it.
last word?
The last word for today is anticipate.
Anticipate.
After spending 10 days with family in Florida, I'm home and I'm anticipating connecting with my family in Michigan.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were waiting
Nice.
for some ketchup to come out of the bottle, but okay. Anticipate.
Anticipate.
The last word. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, Bonnie, just real quick, are you ready for Halloween?
Oh, you know I am.
All right.
I get to, we're going to celebrate on the 28th, and it's the first one for the 3 great-grandsons.
All right.
Right.
We'll hear more about that
Nice.
maybe next time or a little
Yep.
closer.
And, maybe then when we talk to you next week, maybe we could get an idea of the Runyon household decorations. Like, what do you guys do to prepare for Halloween?
Not much on my end, because I've
Oh.
been there, done that.
Okay, I guess we did that.
All right, that'll be a short
I
conversation.
don't have kids here.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
That's true.
no way. Because we do have trick-or-treaters, and I do have orange pumpkins. I do put in orange lights in the outdoor
Oh,
lights.
so yeah, okay, you do it. All right,
All right.
that's
All
good.
right.
All right. Well, thanks, Bonnie. It was great talking to you as always, and we'll talk to you next week.
You're on, fellas. Enjoy
right.
and be.
All right. Bye bye.
Well, I think
Take
about
care.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bonnie. All right, that's going to do it for us today, correct? There's nothing after it. It
Is
says
it-
show closed
Right.
after the last
No, I
one.
don't,
Bobby, you didn't change anything on me?
Yeah,
you
but
wanna-
sometimes it says
You gotta
things
show your
and we
back
don't
again.
follow
Show
that.
No, I guess we'll.
Yeah, that wasn't on there. I don't recall reading that last night.
We're never going to see Susan again.
Oh my
Aren't
gosh.
you lucky
What time
we're
do the
here?
bars open? I think they open early on Friday the 13th.
I'll apologize for that.
All right, we'll see you next week.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.